overall, not just in yours, like not saying there was any in yours, but just as they conflicted with each other, we just need to clear some things up. We do intend to speak to Mrs. Patrick as well, so you're not the only one we are clarifying things with. So we just want to know, why were you guys in Roxwood? Seems a bit
That's in the
odd.
report.
Yeah, alien?
I'm sorry. Oh, wait, let me fix my ears first. I hold on 1 second. Okay, hopefully that will be better. It's in the report, but as I said in the report, we we were there for two reasons. Well, we like to go up there because there's a sheriff that, uh, or there's a pretend sheriff that likes to claim that he's the sheriff of Roxwood. So we go up there quite a bit just to see what's going on. Second, there was an alien sighting in Roxwood. It was posted on Birdie, and so we were up there investigating that as well.
Just for our own curiosity here, because we are all busting to know, are you talking like UFO or just like someone off a
I don't
boat
know.
that come off the wrong
Some
thing?
No, like UFO sighting. There was a, if you can find it on Birdie, but yeah, there was a posting about potential alien sighting, and that is something that we would investigate. So we went up there to look for that.
That's crazy.
You can understand why we were a little bit confused. How we were like, "Oh, there's a shooting," and also an alien.
Out of this world alien. Yes.
That's crazy. Your report stated you were at a restaurant and saw the convoy go past. Is that
No, I
correct?
never said restaurant. That is incorrect.
Oh, sorry, did I get the reports confused?
I
Tell
think
me
you
that.
might have.
I don't think anybody said we were at a restaurant, but I actually don't know
Um,
where we were when the alien was sighted or when we saw the convoy.
Convoy.
When you
Yeah.
saw the convoy, yeah.
We were driving down the main road there in Roxwood, where all the, like when you first turn into Roxwood. Let me look. Um, Hold on.
If I can look right now, I have the document.
Like on Riverfront, we were. Wait, no, we were on. Well, we always go down Riverfront and then go on Ortega Drive.
Mm-hmm.
So we were over there. We're probably around 1027.
Can I ask
Somewhere
what
around.
prompted you guys to follow the convoy?
We did not slow the convoy.
No, follow. Follow. I said follow the convoy.
It's very clear in the report. Did you guys? I'm not understanding here. I'm not trying to
There's
be confrontational, but
multiple.
it's
If you don't mind, I'm gonna Zoe. Do you mind if I
okay.
speak to
So
you just plainly, real
we
quick?
were no, we were around that area of the hospital. We saw three cars in a convoy with an ambulance. They pulled into the Roxwood Hospital. We drove past, and I noticed that Emerald Reed was with Jocko Reed, and we were under the impression, according to, there's a picture attached to the report. There is a picture
Mhm.
where she is talking about being kidnapped with injected with wolfsbane and hating the Jocko Reed family. So we thought, oh, I wonder if he's taking her to get. She was on unconscious or on her side. So we thought maybe they were going there for medical assistance. So, and we have every right to go wherever we want. So I'm unsure of why this is like this, but we pulled into the hospital and pulled alongside. Like there's a big long driveway. There's a parking lot to the. If you're looking at the hospital, there's a parking lot to the right and like a long driveway to the left. We pulled on the left-hand side, which you can see in the video, and we were just sitting there.
Okay. We're not saying you don't have every right, and convoys with an ambulance would have perked anyone's interest, of course. We just, like I
Especially
said,
in Roxwood when there's not much action going on up there.
No, you're
yeah,
completely
like I
right.
said, we just kind of clarified. To speak plainly, there are several convictions in several people's report. It was Z Patrick that said that you were parked at a restaurant in his report. It was kind of, the whole alien thing did have us just mildly curious. That was just of our own backs. We're not going to lie
Yeah.
about that. We would just want to know that. Who nosy? Leave us alone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We're not trying to
Um,
like. We were just curious. When we see several things that are wrong in different things, we just want to make sure we have the full story. And to be honest, Miss Lang, if I may, you have been very,
most fortunate.
honest and upfront with us about any issues, about anything that's happened. And I trust you will
Yeah.
have the full story. I'm not
Yes.
saying I don't believe you. We just know that
We
you're
have-
probably the most easiest one to talk to, if you know what I mean.
We
Got
have
you.
to secure
Okay.
the holes before the defense gets hold of them.
Okay, so
And
I will
we have to
tell you
close it
that
all up.
when Jocko ran up to our car, he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" And then Z was like, "Well, we saw you. What are you guys doing?" I'm getting my buddy, my buddy health, or my buddy's in there getting whatever, I forget the words, fixed up or medical treatment or whatever. Z was like, "Well, who's your buddy?" Jock was like, "I wasn't under the impression that I have to tell you everybody that I have."
And
And
he
then they
doesn't.
were like, "Yeah, we were just making conversation because we thought we were on good terms with Jocko." Uh, and so then he's like, "Well, you guys have been following us with drones." And I think that he thought we were following him. It was a complete coincidence that we were up there when he was there. We don't know where he's at. We have no way of tracking him. He wasn't clocked on. Like we have no. It was completely a coincidence, but I think he thought we were following him.
Okay. Did you, aside from meeting at the hospital at that point, do you guys have any previous interactions with Reed family that day that you know of?
Not that day, no.
Not that
But we've
day.
had lots of interactions with the Reed family. They know us very well.
Can you? I'm sorry. I'm still kind of new to the city. How long have you guys known the Reed family? Like, you guys have any bigger issues before this scene?
yeah,
There's like the first big issue.
So we've known Jocko for a long time. We went up to, let's see if I can think of all the interactions. I might be missing some, but we went up to
Okay.
there's this old tree in the woods. It's like
Oh,
over
the-
100 years
Yeah, we
old. I
know
don't
the
know.
Yeah,
You know
we know the
okay.
tree. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we
They
went
know
up
the
there.
tree.
It was on Birdie, hey, come look at this tree or whatever. So we went up there. Jocko was there. We were there for maybe close to an hour, chit-chatting with him about the tree and about different things. Like what does Fish and Wildlife do, that kind of stuff.
So,
Then, go ahead.
so you would say that most of your interactions with the Reed family have
No,
been pleasant.
No, that's what I'm getting. So
Okay.
then there was one with City Hall. We were there. We were invited to City Hall to the meeting. I keep the community meeting.
Yeah.
What are
City
they
Hall
called? Like
meeting.
the
city
yeah, but
council meetings.
the council.
Yeah.
I never can remember that word. So we were
You're good,
invited
sweetheart.
to talk about, they were having a problem with sidewalks and where people are allowed to park, if they're public or private sidewalks. So we were invited up there to speak during that meeting. While we were there, there was a big public disturbance because they decided to close the public meeting and close it off to the public. There was maybe 10 10 to 15 people there, and they were all very upset that the meeting was being closed. There was one very vocal guy who I'd never met. I found out later his name was Luciano. He was banging on the door, being very loud, trapping the people in, I guess they felt trapped in their community meeting. And they ordered the LSPD to come and remove the crowd. And Z spoke up. We spoke with Jocko. Jocko, I think he was late to the meeting, so he was out in the hallway. And the mayor called Jocko, and Jocko was like relaying messages from the mayor to the people and to PD, ordering them to remove him. Z spoke up that they have rights, they're not allowed to be removed from a public place unless there's reason, that kind of thing. So Jocko and Z kind of got into it over that, over the rights issue, the civil
Mhm.
rights issue.
Mhm.
Then we had another meeting with Jocko. I can't remember where, but it was a pleasant meeting. They kind of, Jocko was like, hey, I like you guys. They buried the hatchet. Z and Jocko did, and I thought everything was fine. Then we had another meeting with them where we went to interview them regarding some classified information. We were down in their basement of Atlas, and we talked for a long time. I went on a log ride with one of my coworkers, and then we came back, had a little more discussion, and left. And then I think the next meeting was then the one where the shootout happened. I don't think there was anything in between that one and that
So
other
to
meeting.
your, I'm gonna say this in a way that probably sounds weird, but to
Mhm.
your knowledge, nothing bad has happened. Truly, like nothing that bad to the point that if the shooting has happened.
No, the worst incident that we had was at City Hall here during the community meeting, and we had two, as far as I know, two meetings after, um, where everything was fine. and then the shootout happens. We thought Jocko was coming up to be nice and friendly because we thought we were on good terms with him. We were shocked that it turned into a shootout.
So 80% of interactions have been friendly. So you guys thought, oh yeah, he's coming over a chat. Let us know what's going on, and it turned into.
And he asked Z, hey, why does my family dislike me? Z was being like, I don't know if that's on the video. I don't think that beginning part. I think it got cut off, but it might be on one
A
of yours.
lot of it got cut off.
Well, my view got cut off, but I think the one with Kai or the one from James, I think if you watch all three views, I think one of theirs might show it. But he was like, hey, why
Sadly,
does my
sweetheart, a
family?
lot of the body cams that were given us, we are probably not going to be able to
First
use.
two submitted were
Why?
just short snippets. The third one you submitted was the only actual somewhat video we got.
The
Yeah,
first
and
two
not
were
that was
literally the
received
same
any further.
because the one from
documentation.
Mac said
We
he
have
sent
not
you the
received
one.
any further body cam.
Yeah,
No.
we only
Mac,
had the
Mac
three.
Roney, he said he sent it to you, to Skylar.
Was it the
Can you
one that
check
was the
out?
longest one?
It was I think it's a Google document or a Google link or something from Mac
Um,
Roney.
He did. The link did not work. I asked him. I did send back an email requesting that he resend it, but yeah.
Okay, if you send me your email, I can send it to you through email. It's just too big. It's 2 minutes or something, so it's too big to send through
we would appreciate that because so far it looks like half the sorry, I'm trying not to cuss. I'm so sorry. I got a
No,
potty
it's
mouth.
fine.
Half the interactions seem to be let's be honest, Zoe. If I gave you a video that seemed halfway cut off, would you also be a little bit confused?
Yeah, it's because mine records 3 minutes.
No, I'm
and
not saying it's you,
dashed in,
sweetheart.
so
I'm not. I
yeah.
promise. I'm just saying, look, so, we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah. So what happened was he came up, he asked about, hey, who's your buddy? We were just making friendly conversation. He said, I'm not going to tell you who my buddy is. Then he said, hey, Z, let me ask you, why does the city hate me? Z got out of his car at that moment and he said, I think it's probably because you told the city to the city citizens to kiss your ass and suck your dick. That pissed Jocko off, and that's what started the screaming match.
Oh, did he not give context of why he said that?
Yeah, he started to say, it's because I was trying. You didn't hear the whole conversation, which we did. The person that we heard the whole conversation about that. But he was like, you didn't hear the whole conversation. I was talking about criminals only. And Z said something like, hey, it didn't come across as just talking about criminals, but aren't criminals citizens anyway? They have rights too. They're citizens of the city. And he's like, you clearly didn't hear what I'm saying. And Z was like, I heard everything you're saying. And then that started a screaming match.
Can I ask why that wasn't put into your testimonial then?
I mean, it's not I don't know. I wasn't standing there. I was in the car, and I don't know. It's the report.
No, I'm not saying I'm just asking a genuine question because we're trying to figure out what started it. You know what I mean, sweetheart? If we just say he got angry, why? Like we want to know the reason why he. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to dig up a little bit of shit. I'm sorry. We're not trying to say like.
I don't care. Stop
yeah.
apologizing. I'm just saying that's what started. It was he asked, "Why does the city hate me and my family?" And Z said, "It's because you told the city to kiss your ass and suck your dick."
So can we both admit that some of the stuff is missing from testimony then?
I'm testifying right now.
I mean, I'm just like, can we both admit like some of the stuff is kind of let out? So we're trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
I understand that. That's why I'm saying stop apologizing and ask your questions. I'm answering your questions. Like I don't.
Okay.
If I left it out, I left it out. it's whatever. So just
let's take a step back. Take a breath.
No, I'm not mad.
It's okay.
I'm
no,
not mad.
I get that. Just saying.
I'm not mad.
It's frustrating to have things come at you in a way. I get that.
I'm not mad. I swear I'm not mad. I'm just saying ask your questions and don't apologize. I understand you're doing your job, and I will answer every question you have.
I'm getting the other footage now, so we will definitely review that.
Okay. Did Max send it to you?
I requested a resend, and yeah,
okay.
he apparently my Discord, my email, sorry, did not send through the first one.
Okay.
There was a glitch. You stated that your body cam only does 3-minute intervals,
3 minutes,
so
yeah.
obviously there would be no previous body cam for you. But do you know if Z Patrick would have any prior body cam, like maybe on the dry up? Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
He doesn't have that ability.
Okay. Well, we've cleared up quite a few of the little misalignments based just on your testimony alone. We would, like I said, still bring Z Patrick in to find out why he said restaurant and stuff like that. Maybe he saw a restaurant as he drove past and kind of just stuck in his brain. It happens.
Ask James Lang and Kai Maka as well, because they all heard the whole conversation as well. So you know, have everybody.
If I may ask one question.
Sure. Yeah.
The incident in question where he said these things about citizens or criminals, what have you, when and where did that take place, so we can corroborate any witnesses or anybody?
So there, well, you can see the video. There's a video on there's a video on Twitter. Birdie, I'm sorry. Under there's a
what account would it be under, so we could?
I'm looking. But it's so it was he was talking to, I think, William. Yes, he was talking to William Tizentine on the phone. Okay. And so he would be able to corroborate it. It's under like Jocko. Let me see. It was during the whole mayor recall, like when everybody was trying to recall the mayor.
So is this recent, or is this a while ago? Or?
No, it's been a couple weeks, maybe. Let me see.
It's been a couple weeks. Okay.
I'm trying to find it here.
Was it posted by Mr. Tazentine's account?
That's what I'm trying to find. But Tizentine is the one who took the video. What the? Trying to find, what was it? I don't know. Anyway, it was a video on Birdie, and Mancini was there as a witness as well. But I believe he's left the city. But William would be able to corroborate it. And lots of citizens saw it. So anyway, it was during the time when they were trying to recall the mayor and city council after the big issue with them not having the meeting open to the public. And there's a recording of Jocko saying that. And so Z, when he asked why does the city hate me and my family, then Z said it's probably because you said that.
It looks like before August 9th, Mr. Tazentine's account has been deleted up before then.
It wasn't posted from his account. It was from some other account. But if you talk to him, he can corroborate the video.
I will say I'm not seeing any replies on Mr. Reed's thing, so probably the entire post got deleted. My best bet.
I can't.
We can find out whose account it was posted from and locate the video, so we can pull it in.
Let's see.
So when Mr. Reed approached the vehicle, and he asked, "Why does the city hate my family?"
Recall mayor, I think, is the account. I'm looking at it now. Go ahead. Sorry.
And, so when he asked that question, that was Mr. Patrick's reply is maybe because you said this. That we do have in the video footage.
What was Mr. Reed's reaction to Mr. Patrick's response to that?
He got very angry and he started talking about, you don't know the reason why I said that. And then he was explaining that he meant the criminal citizens can kiss his ass. But then Z said, well, criminals are citizens. So you meant the citizens of the city. And I'm not remembering now if it was Alex or Christian. One of them said, hey, I think they said something along the lines of, you're not listening to him, or you didn't hear what he said, or something like that. Well, and then Z said, I did hear what you said.
To be fair, citizens are criminals, yes, but not all citizens are criminals.
Obviously. Yeah. I didn't say that they were.
No. I just mean that is the difference in the context is, I'm not a fan of criminals either.
And
I wouldn't necessarily tell them to do that, but yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if he's saying that the criminals can kiss his ass, they are citizens as well. Yes. So that was what Z was responding, I believe. And then somebody said, you didn't listen. And then Z said, I did listen.
And it kind of just spiraled from there.
I think Z might have said, like, I heard every goddamn word you said, or something like that.
Okay, so previous to this incident, there was no, earlier you had said there was no altercations, no meetups with the Reed family at all. So
Well, except for the one I said at City Hall.
No, I meant that day.
Right.
This day in question.
Oh no,
the
this day
incident
we
at the
hadn't.
hospital.
No, we hadn't had any incidents with them that day.
So when Mr. Jocko Reed came up and he was already kind of half-cocked, upset, came as a shock to y'all, correct?
Yeah, I believe he thinks we were following him because his first words were not after we talked about why he was there, his buddy or whatever. Then he said we were following him with drones. So I believe that he thinks we were following him, which we absolutely were not.
Okay.
When can I just ask an offhand question?
Sure. You can ask anything.
When Mr. Reed came up and was openly hostile and stuff like that, can I ask why the FIB didn't just dismiss it and say, yeah, we'll come deal with this later, don't worry about it, whatever, and drive away? Or what prompted you guys to get out of the car and actually continue interacting with a clearly hostile individual?
No, he wasn't hostile. When he came up to the car, he was being nice.
Oh, so you got out and started talking to him, right? So I assumed you were still in the car, sorry.
We all thought that we were on good terms with Jocko because the last meeting we had was at Atlas. We took a log ride. Like now we are investigating him on a highly classified case. And so that it wasn't any kind, what we're talking about with him at Atlas wasn't anything hostile. We were very cordial. We ended it very nicely. They walked us out. Like everything was good. It's another theory that we have is that he escalated on purpose to cover something up with what happened with Emerald and the Wolfsbane and all of that.
So
it's very, very possible that he escalated on purpose.
So why did the FIB not use de-escalation tactics and just walk away? What prompted the taser? Did somebody swing?
No, he told Jocko to back up, get out of his face, and Jocko came more forward into it. Like instead of backing up, came at him more. So that prompted the disorderly. He was gonna arrest him for disorderly conduct.
Got it. And following upon that, that's kind of counterintuitive to de-escalation tactics, is to tell somebody to back up when they're heated. But regardless, the report also states that the Reed family was possibly indicated in the kidnap, possibly.
Yeah, did you see the video of Emerald on the ground? Or not the video, the picture?
I did, yes.
I did, yes.
I was there when it happened, pretty much. It was up on my computer.
And from what we saw on that, it looked like she was saying that. So we were investigating her connection with that. And
is the FIB aware that that she is currently with Mr. Trey Reed?
We are now. We didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, because I just had to question.
That doesn't matter because many murders, violence are perpetrated by people that are dating or married. So just because she's dating him doesn't mean anything.
So at the time you didn't.
I was, if I may,
yeah, go ahead.
From an investigative standpoint, looking at the photo in question, it looks like it was more intended as a message rather than,
Okay, but you have to remember, we were driving when we saw that, and all I saw was fuck the Reed family, and then we saw her with them, right? So we pulled over out of curiosity. Hey, what are they doing? Does she need help? Is she kidnapped? We weren't investigating her kidnapping because I think it was like at that point, it was like 3 hours later. 4, okay, yeah. So we weren't actively investigating her, but when we saw her with the Reeds, we're like, you get curious. Well, is she okay? Does she need help?
I wasn't saying you were investigating her. The report reflects that you were investigating possibility of the Reed family's involvement in her kidnapping.
No, we were investigating the alien, but when we saw them together, then we were like, oh, is she okay? Does she need help? So we just pulled over to watch.
Just to clarify, in your previous interactions with the Reed family, I have been around the Reed family a few times myself, and I know that when one comes, they all come. Basically, they're basically a bunch, a little tribe that hangs out together. Did you not see Emerald with them in any previous interactions?
I'd seen her. I can't remember the order of events, but I've seen her with Trey a couple of times. I don't remember if it was before that shooting or after. No, it was before because Jocko called me one day and said, hey, my friend M wants to talk to you guys about FIB, about her So he sent her up and she did an interview for the newspaper with us,
Yeah.
and Trey was with her.
Yeah,
So
she,
you
she,
had previous knowledge that there was an established relationship between Emerald and the Reed family. That
I didn't know they were dating. I just knew they arrived at
But
FIB
sorry,
together.
by
at least
established
friendly
relationship, I
terms.
meant like friendly terms. You had this
But
previous
I didn't
knowledge,
know. No,
and you
I
still
never.
figured
No,
that.
no, because I didn't know Trey was related to Jocko. I never got Trey's last name, so I just knew that she arrived at FIB with Trey, and that's all I knew. Then we found out later that she was dating, that Trey was a Reed. I never knew Trey was a Reed until after. Then I called Emerald down and said, "Hey, can you come talk to us about the shooting?" Mr. Michael Nichols is another agent with FIB. He interviewed her. I was not there because I was part of the scene. So he did all the interviews alone. I found out later that he was a Trey Reed and that they were, and so then she refused. She said she didn't know any of the people that were on scene. And I told Z and Nichols, hey, well, she obviously does because she's dating his son. So and Jocko called me and said that he's her friend. So she obviously does know all of the people that were there, but she's obstructing and refusing to
doing
talk.
a shit job. I've been talking
and
to
in that,
the criminals of
you
the
said
city,
that
but I
somebody
don't want
had
to call them
called
criminals.
the
I'm going to
FIB
call them
and said their friend
citizens. I was like,
Emerald
okay,
had
that's
some
fine.
Jocko.
issues.
And then
Jocko
he goes down
called,
this
and
long
this was
speech about
before
how
the shooting.
the
Jocko
citizens.
called and said, my friend M has questions for you. I said, send her up. It was Emerald Heist, and we did an interview with her off the record regarding some FIB things.
Okay, so you do have previous knowledge of a friendship established between Jocko and Emerald.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So you've already said you can only remember you can remember some of the incidents with the Reed family. From your knowledge, you've
I'm
had
pretty
you
sure that those were all the incidents, but I mean, there could be one I missed, but I think I told you all of them.
by
So
any chance have you had ever how many times have you been over by what's it called, his workplace, Atlas, I believe?
Atlas.
Just that one time when we were interviewing them and we went down in the basement and did the log ride.
Got it.
Fair
Uh,
enough.
that's
The
only
log
one
ride's pretty
time.
fun. The log
Yeah,
ride's pretty
I
fun.
liked it. Yeah. I did the log ride because I needed to get Christian and Jocko separated so that Jocko was unwilling to speak in front of his son regarding some certain things. So we got them separated so that Jocko would be more willing to talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I did the log ride.
just going back to the Jocko Emerald relationship that you just stated yourself that you had previous knowledge to. Why would you go from that knowledge to assuming the Reeds had something to do with Emerald's
Be-
kidnapping? Can I just get your train of
because
thought on
the
that?
message because the message in that picture said fuck the Reeds and she was injected with wolfsbane.
Got it.
The wolfsbane has something to do with our investigation that I'm not at liberty to speak of.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
sure
know
you can
about that
guess.
one. Yeah, I know
Yes.
about that one.
So because she was injected with wolfsbane and because it said fuck the Reeds, it's interesting to see them a couple hours later together. So we just pulled over to watch.
Um, Miss Ling, may I ask a question? I hope it's not
Yes.
too much. So have you had any prior medical training by any chance?
No, I have not.
Okay. But you would know if what an injury looked like, correct? Like if
What an
someone
injury
cut
looks
their
like?
like a cut their hand or got a bruise or a scrape, you would know what that looks like.
Obviously, yes. I
Have
mean, you're
you?
live under a rock if you don't know what a cut or a bruise looks like.
Hey, I gotta ask some dumb questions sometimes. I'm sorry, you know
Yeah.
how it is. So have you ever looked at any injuries of any of the Reeds family before this? Like, have they ever been injured in front of you?
Um. Oh, you mean like have I seen them go down? Like on
I
their
mean,
side?
have you ever checked them for injuries?
Yeah. And they didn't have any. Yeah.
When was this? If I may
There
ask.
was a fight between John Morgan and Jocko Reed, and I went up there. I was called there by the troopers, and so I went up there. They were fighting. Um, I had knowledge during this interaction that they were possibly attacked by a bear previously, Jocko
Hmm.
and Christian. So I was saying, hey, were you attacked? They were denying that they were attacked, even though I have witnesses saying they were. So I can't remember which one was first. Probably Christian. I can't say for sure which one was first, but one of them took their shirt off and said, "Hey, look, I don't have any scratches." And I said, oh yeah, I don't see any scratches. And then I said, hey, you want to take your shirt off and show me? And then the other one took his shirt off and showed me.
Got it. And now you say Jocko and Morgan were fighting. This is alleged, right?
Well, there was witnesses, but I mean,
Witnesses.
right. There were 2 other troopers there, and there
Where
were
was
2
this
people at
fighting taking
Atlas.
place?
Got it.
At Atlas?
Yeah, it was Atlas. Yes.
So you've been there twice then?
I guess, yes, I forgot about that one. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been there multiple times when you guys have been there. Just saying.
I've only been there twice, as far as I know, right?
Paralegal blood. That's enough.
I don't. Like I said multiple times. Like I could be forgetting one, but yes, that
It's
was
okay.
enough.
I was just curious about that time. So I know
We
you've
have
only
been
said once.
tasked. We have been tasked to investigate the Reed family by the Director of National Security.
Can
So
I ask why?
no, you cannot. You can ask him, but I am not at liberty to tell you.
Who
Can
is the
I-
Director of National Security? Just
Peyton Bruin.
Oh. Okay.
well, that's going to be a hard ask.
Yes.
Um,
So I am not at liberty to divulge that information, but we have been asked to investigate his family,
am
His
I
whole family or
able?
just Mr. Reed directly?
his entire family.
Now, does this include all known associates?
Yes.
Got it.
Am I able to ask if you guys have used drones to watch them?
One time. One
One
time.
time.
Yes. Yes.
Have you
So-
guys been known to do drive-bys that could be considered from a civilian standpoint harassing?
Just the one time that we did the drone.
So you haven't drove by it in a car to watch or anything like that?
Just the time we did the drone.
Okay. Well, I have no further questions. ADA?
No, I think I am perfectly fine for right now. I'm glad you came and talked to us, Zoe. We just wanted to make sure we have everything in order. The last thing we want to do is have a bunch of testimonies, and then the defense comes up and they're like, "Hey, we noticed that, and that, and that, and
Yeah,
that,
they're
and that."
probably gonna say that we're harassing them, but one time with the drone, one time we're specifically told go speak to Jocko by the Director of National Security and ask for this information. So we did that, like the next day after we were told to do that. So we are following direct orders
Mhm.
by the National Security Director.
May I ask if it was one drone or was it two?
One drone.
Okay. I have no further questions then. Before you leave though, are you hungry or anything? I have some food if you want some.
No, you don't.
Okay, you're good. I don't think I have any further questions. If you need anything from us, Miss Lang, please do not be afraid to give us a call, okay?
Well, I want to make sure I'm answering all your questions because it feels like you are interrogating me instead of me
Oh,
helping you. And the whole
I'm
point
sorry.
of
We're
this is
just
for me
trying to
help you.
figure
We do
things
apologize
out.
for that.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of.
Trying to get to the facts.
I was taught differently. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to learn the stuff, and I'm
No,
sorry
I
if
believe
I'm
you're
going.
very good, but I'm just saying that this feels that from the beginning it's felt antagonistic instead of me trying to help you, and I'm here to help you guys.
And
So
I'm sorry if I
know.
made you feel like that. I'm so sorry. I'm
We do
truly
apologize.
just trying to figure out holes that I'm seeing in a case, and if we're gonna fight with you guys, we want to make sure we have the entire story. And if we don't have that entire story, we're gonna be fumbling with our hands up our asses, pretty much, not knowing what to say. You know?
We're trying to basically plug the holes in any story so that the defense can't do the same.
Okay.
Like, so we're basically trying to plug the holes in everything so that the defense can't poke the holes.
Exactly.
We have the answers in case
So
they
did
ask.
we plug the holes, or do you need
Yes.
information from me?
I've-
Yes, as
we're
far
good
as-
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got all the information we need.
And
so
I
yes.
appreciate you coming up here and talking to us this
But I
late,
do
especially.
suggest speaking. Do you need Kai Maka's phone number or James Lang's phone number because they were both there?
I've
We
tried to
would
hit him up a long time
happily-
ago, and he never really talked back to me. So it might need to be one of the big boys to do it instead of me.
I'll
I
be
can
happy
give
to
you- let me
take
give you their
Mr.
phone
Lang's number.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
Sadly, I'm going to be a little bit busier tomorrow, so I'll have one of these fine people do it for me because I'll be
Okay,
out
do
of
you
the city
need-
for a minute.
Do you need Kai Maka's number too?
I'll be fine for right now. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
alright.
Though.
Yes,
You would take it? Okay. Give it to you.
yeah, I'll take it.
And I am truly sorry if I made you feel like I was just digging into you. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
don't have Kai's. I'm sorry. For some reason, I don't
That's
have
okay.
his.
We'll find
Okay.
that.
All right.
All right. Well, that's appreciated that you came in, Miss Lang, and we do apologize that if you felt intimidated or interrogated in any way.
Yeah, I mean, like I want, I just, yeah. The problem is we're not harassing him. We actually don't want to go down this road, with him. But
Mm.
when the director comes to you and says, "Go ask Jocko for this and this," then we did. We did that the very next day. We went and asked him. He declined, so we left. Like, it was I thought, a very nice meeting that day.
Like us, you get your orders, we march.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, let me
when
know if you
Thank
have
you
any other
know,
questions.
yeah, no, absolutely. When we're told to make sure we have the full story and nothing but the full story, we just gotta make sure we got it down.
Yeah.
And I sound a little bit aggressive sometimes. I am sorry. I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, it's just
All
we're
right.
kind of cramped for time, so we're just trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
figure
I
out
got some
there.
time. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get this done before I had to knock out for a good while.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
You too,
Thank you
Miss
so
Lang.
much.
I appreciate the time. She just lied right to our face. Oh, it took her, even talking about this instance until we told it to her right to her face.
Yep. I think we had everything we need just from her. But I mean, I'd love to talk to the others too.
She got very aggressive when I
Yes,
tried
she
to
did.
start poking holes in her story. It felt really like antagonistic, like you were trying to poke holes in my story, because I was,
That's why.
and I did.
picked up on it. That's why I said people, take a breath, take a step back.
Yep.
I felt like I
She
was
was
being
getting
very
riled up.
calm. I felt like
And
I
know
was.
when. Well, I know
Gosh.
that when people that you're questioning start getting riled up, you got to take a step back and just let them breathe.
And that's why I
and
stopped
let them feel
talking
they
for a
have
minute.
Space. Yeah.
She was like, "Stop apologizing," and I was like, "Oh, well, you were getting mad. I gotta."
Because they clam up pretty quickly when they start
Yeah,
getting
she
to that
got
sort
on
of
the
level.
back foot defensive real quick.
She did. As soon as I pointed out something, and I'm gonna be honest, I pointed out quite a bit of things, and she didn't admit to a lot of shit until I poked it.
Did anyone notice a glaring inconsistency of Emerald not being known, and then suddenly Emerald was known, and then suddenly
Yep.
Emerald was not
exactly why
known
I
again?
was. Yeah,
Well,
that's why
good news
exactly
here.
those
Do you
questions.
have the recorder on right now? I just
Yep.
had mine in my pocket.
Yep, I've got.
Here, let me
everything
stop my
going.
recording real quick.
Yeah,